Hey traders, John Howell here. Today we're going to be doing a market update. Gold is breaking out. I'm not too sure about this breakout of gold today. Also silver, but also when we actually look at the actual mining stocks, something interesting is happening with the mining stocks right now when it comes to maybe end of trend indicator is starting to fall in place. But also got to look at the markets, especially that Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is looking really, really good. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into it. If you haven't done so, I'm giving away free access to my trading course. So the link in description, make sure you click on that. Go get free access, guys, and go get the help you need when it comes to your trading. Now, let's have a look at a bit of a market update on gold today. So gold right now, we're in a bit of a tricky sort of situation where we're seeing right now. I was saying yesterday that I don't know if we're going to pull back or we're going to continue to break out here, but it's just really interesting to see what is going on when it comes to gold. And gold is still continuing to create this V bottom formation. Okay, this big massive sort of V bottom formation through here. We had to move down and now we had to move back up. We are actually getting a little bit of a break out on this downside here. Now, what I was hoping for was this. Let me actually share this with you here. If I take the moving average off the screen, the last time we got the flash, the flash crash in these markets was through here. All right, so you can see last time market came up, it gave us a double top, and then we flash crashed through there. Same through here. Look at this here. Double top and then flash crash. We also created a V bottom and then we're getting a V bottom situation through here now as well. So what I'm actually hoping for to gold to give me more conviction that the bulls are in control is I want a bit of a slight little pullback like this, or at least a bit of a sideways phase and then continuation up. Because that's going to give me the confidence, excuse me, that's going to give me the confidence to say that this bull market is now starting. Right now, it's actually still very, 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 very tricky because we are still in a downward trend here. And this is where it's really tricky to say, okay, we are high. This is a lower high. We could be forming another lower high here. And this little breakout that we got here could just be a little false breakout before we actually see a downward leg. So we're not out of the woodworks yet. With this breakout, I want to see something really set up here when it comes to gold. Again, yesterday I was talking about if we did get a pullback towards the Fibonacci levels. We didn't get that. You can see we've got a little bit of a breakout. Again, we definitely have a lot of significant sort of resistance around that sort of 1830 level, and especially where we are right now. So we're not out of the woodworks yet. This could just be a little false, little false fake breakout to the upside before we see a reversal. So we just really need to see this sort of what's this going to continue to mold into, guys. So right now it's very, very hard to say what's going to happen here with gold. I need a bit more data to see what's going on when it comes to this gold chart through here. But looking at the sister metal, which is the sister metal, maybe it's the brother metal, I don't know. Looking at silver, look what's still happening with silver though. Silver is, again, we're not at the woodworks yet with silver, because look at this. We've had a move down, move up, lower high, move down, move up, lower high, move down. Now we're just going sideways through here. So this could just be going sideways again before we see another move down to the downside. So we're not out of the woodworks yet. We're still just building in silver. Oh man, my throat's gone, isn't it? I just finished, excuse me. I just finished a 2-hour coaching session with my coaching clients today. I walked them through my current trades that I'm in right now. I walked them through the long-term investing opportunities or long-term investing trades. I gave them a plan to move forward. It's just such a great session today. So that's why my voice is going today, guys. I just finished a 2-hour session, but I wanted to give you guys a quick little update as well too, to not forget my YouTube folks. So we can see that we're still stuck in this overall sort of sideways range here. So we're not out of the woodworks yet. Remember, we still have a very strong trending downward moving average. The 20 moving average is still trending down nicely. So because that's happening, this actually still could be a bit of a fake out, and we could see that as well too. So we're not out of the woodworks yet. So again, I really want to see this thing start to develop an upward trend, but the trend is your friend until the end, and the end is not here yet. Let's go have a look at the mining stocks now. We'll start off with the silver mining stocks, and then we'll go to the gold mining stocks. Now, looking at the silver mining stocks, very, very, very interesting stuff here. Let me actually just bring up just a blank chart here for a minute. And look what's happening here. Very, very, very interesting to see what's happening here with the mining stocks. You can see we had a break below here, and now we're starting to get a little bit of rally back to the upside. So this could be that end of trend. This could be the start of the slingshot pattern. I want to get a little bit more data, like a little bit more data to get back into here again. But if we can get back into here, especially, I want to get a bit more volume too. That'd be nice. If we can get like really good back into here as well, then as you can see, this movement down here is probably going to be that slingshot pattern. Now, guys, a slingshot pattern means maybe something like this, right? We have up, pull back, up, sort of that sort of slingshot pattern, right? But the SIL, we could be creating this slingshot pattern here right now. So very, very, very interesting. Again, I want a little bit more data to actually see that. The SILJ is actually different. So the SIL is creating it. The SILJ, not yet. We are potentially getting it because remember this here, this level through here, which is around that $13 level, was indeed that major significant support level. We did break below here, but we're not above it yet. If we can start to get something like this going on, then we're probably going to create something like that, and then away we go to the upside, and away we go to here. So again, very, 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 very interesting. It's getting very close to that slingshot pattern that I've been focused on for the last few weeks. We may be getting ready for that slingshot pattern to happen in there. Moving over now through to the GDX, and the GDX, I honestly thought we'd actually get a bit of a push down to flush below these lows here, and then see a bounce. Now, we still could get that, right? We got a little bit of a bounce today. Not much, but a little bit of a bounce. As you can see, let's actually bring up this last 6 months. As you can see, look, we got a little bit of a bounce today. So the trend is still your friend until the end. The trend is still down. We haven't really created any bullish scenario through here yet. So this could be a little fake out before we go down. So I'm not getting that sort of breakdown level here. But again, we could be getting ready for that one last push to the downside. So that's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. But on the GDXJ, you can see how we've had this really good sort of area. See this band, this whole area through here? And if I take that off actually, and I bring that up through there, it's probably through there. You can see on the GDXJ, we're still at that level. We still haven't actually created that bullish move yet. See that move through there? So we actually got to drop to the downside, but we still haven't gotten back above here yet. So silver mining stocks are potentially getting there. Gold is like, I don't know yet. Like, we ever getting a breakout here, we could start to see a move to the upside. But the gold mining stocks, or the gold mining stocks like the GDXJ is still, and the GDX, we're not getting that yet. So, but if we continue to get something like that, then yeah, this is probably going to be that slingshot pattern. And we're probably going to do this here, and away we go. We're in a bit of a triangle pattern here. This here will be a false breakout, then a slingshot pattern, and then we're probably likely to make a very, very nice move to the upside. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys, when it comes to the GDXJ. We really have this level through here. So a bit of a sort of a thing here. If we can get back above into this sort of 45, maybe 45 to 46 level, get right back into here, then if I take this off the screen, then I see this running back up towards, we can get back up, if we can get something like this, so the market gets back above this resistance into here, and we create something like that, then this is probably going to be the end of trend. And the slingshot move I see happening right back up to $56. That'll be a target based off this pattern through there. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys, with the GDXJ. Very, very, very interesting stuff there. Move over now through to the good old stocky market, and we are continuing on the Dow Jones. We are continuing to be stuck in this channel here, but very, 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 very still in this channel. But now we have started to break out, and now we're creating a beautiful, beautiful higher low where we are, and now we're starting to move to the upside. So this could be the start, which I believe it is, of the parabolic move. I don't believe we've actually seen a parabolic move yet, but still people out there still calling crash and still calling top and still calling, the COP situation, the Rona situation, and Afghanistan and the debt bubble and all this sort of stuff. People just still calling crash, but the market's like, yeah, crash. Watch me go, right? All the way up, right? And then bam, 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 right? Bam, bam, like Flintstones. Is that where bam, bam's from? The Flintstones, bam, bam. That's what the market's doing to the shorts now. Anyway, low, higher, low, higher, low. So once we start to break above this 35,600 level, guys, then I see the Dow Jones on a short-term target running up to the 36,600 level, and that's where I see the Dow Jones get into. Onto the S&P 500, and the trend is your friend until the end. And for you guys that I've been telling, for some of you guys in the chat box, you've been shorting the market, looking for that down, and the market's still going up. The trend is your friend until the end, so don't fight it. And some of you guys are just staying short, hoping that one of these pullbacks here is going to be that crash, right? No. The trend is up, and we now broke up to an all-time new high. And to me, I believe we're getting ready for that vertical move. And again, I still have a 5,000 target. And then also, if we do get hit up, a 5,400 target by the end of this year. But I see 5,000 first. And then if we can best that, we're on our way to 5,400 by the end of this year, guys. We're in a very, 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 very bullish year. So the trend is still up. And guess what? The trend is your friend until the end. Now, when is the end of a trend? Like people say, oh yeah, John, the end of the trend is your friend until the end. When is the end of the trend? Well, the end of the trend is this. If the market's going up, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? This is the move up. When is the end of the trend? The end of the trend, so if the trend is your friend until the end of the trend is when we start to break these lows here, is when we don't make higher lows. We'll make higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows like that, right? But it's when we start to break down and we break past here, guess what? Now, this is a warning sign to say that the trend is no longer continuing, right? The trend is no longer your friend. So this is where the warning sign is. But until we get that, if we start to roll over here and start to get a break below here, this is going to be the warning sign. But every single pullback, as you can see, is just a continuation of a beautiful pullback, run, beautiful pullback, run, pullback, run, pullback, run, right? So, and away we go. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys, on the S&P 500. Move over now through to the good old Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq has been completely breaking out to the upside. We are now almost into the 15,000s, breaking up to an all-time new high. And that to me is giving me the green light. Or actually, I've been long the Nasdaq now for a few months, so I'm actually riding this thing quite nicely right now. So, and looking at this good old this obviously daily chart here, you can see how we're still stuck in this channel here, and now we're starting to break up, guys. So I see the Nasdaq running up to at least the top of this channel, if not the 17,000 by year end. Don't fight the market. If you are trying to short the market right now, it is not the time. We are starting to really get a little bit of a gas tank underneath our bonnet here, right? I'm just checking the other markets here for a minute. But as you can see, and look what's happening here, guys. Very simple, right? Low, higher low. Now we're getting another higher low and breaking up today. Guys, don't fight the market. The market's going up, okay? And now we're getting ready for a very nice move in the good old Nasdaq. So Don't fight the Nasdaq, right? Don't fight the Nasdaq. Again, I see a good... Well, I actually got in... again, I've been long in the SPY now for the last few months. And I've been long in the Nasdaq as well too. As soon as we got in on the breakout here, which was just a breakout of the resistance level, I've been long in the Nasdaq, along the QQQ. Beautiful breakup on the QQQ, right? Very, very, very nice breakup. So I see things just still, guys. The rest of this year is going to be gangbusters for the bulls, okay? So please don't be fighting the markets. And if you are short, hoping and praying that this is going to be the top, please do yourself a favor and do what you know need to do. What you know what is it? Do what you know you need to do. Okay, I have some of my private clients, and which it drives me up the wall with them. But sometimes we're in a trade, right? Like today, for example, I was in a short-term trade and I got out for a loss. It was a 17% loss. Now that 17% loss was on 5% of my account, so it was like what? 1% loss or something like that, or whatever that is. Okay, it was a real small loss in my account. But the purpose of me saying that is that, right? So I had a trade today, very short-term trade, and it was a losing trade. It was just part of the system. It was one of the losing trades. That's okay. I'm in 3 other trades right now. They're making good profits, so who cares? But anyway, the purpose of me saying this is that right now I was in this short-term trade. I gave it a few days. It's now no longer working. There's doubt in the markets, so I need to get out. As soon as I know I need to be out of the markets, that's when you get out. All right? If you start to sit there, and I promise you, if you're sitting there and you're hoping and you're praying and you're sitting there like, oh my goodness, I hope the top's not in. I hope the top's not in. And you're short in the markets, you are going to get killed. You are going to get blown up and blown out of the water. The market is so strong right now, and the probability is like massively that we see by the end of this year an S&P 500 5,000 and a Nasdaq 17,000, or at least the top of this channel by the end of this year, if not probably a lot higher, because we're like, what are we in August? We've still got September, October, November, December. We've still got 4 months left, like hoodly dooly, and we're starting to do this breakout here. So please, guys, do not be fighting this market, because the trend is still on the upside, and we're starting to get a lot of big movement out of this here. And so it's very, very, very important that we definitely again just stay with this, okay? Just stay with the trend. So just a quick little update on the US dollar as well too. We can see the US dollar actually had the UUP anyway. Let me see if can I bring up the US dollar here. Yeah, here we go. So the US dollar is actually starting to get a little bit of a strength through here. Let's actually bring up the weekly chart. So we're actually in a bit of a channel here, aren't we? Look at this here. So I'm looking at the UUP right now, guys, which is the US dollar index fund. But if I open up this weekly chart, you can see how we're very, 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 very sideways. And we have a very sort of strong support level there. So we may get a bit of a breakout here soon on the US dollar. If that's the case, that could be quite bullish. Now, if this does happen, guys, if we start to get this from the US dollar and we start to get a rise in the US dollar, that's probably going to put pressure on the metals and the mining stocks as well too. So we've got to keep an eye out for that. If I just go back to my daily charts now and I look at some longer term moving averages, I would say my longer term sort of trend lines through there. So we are definitely squeezing up into like a bit of a triangle pattern through here, as you can see. So it's going to be really, really interesting. You see, last time I got to this sort of 25.10, 25.20 level, lots of resistance through there. And we also got a lot of resistance through there right now. And now we're actually breaking down. So there's no one really in control overall on the US dollar. And that's where you get like a lot of indecisions with gold as well too. But on the fundamental level, when it comes to the US dollar, over time, and I'm not saying now, it might take another few more years for this to happen, the United States is going to continue to print. And as you know, the more they print, the more they slowly devalue the dollar. And if you've seen a curve, right, we know that the US dollar over time has gotten worth and less over time, as in purchasing power. Now they're ramping up the printing press. It's now getting steeper and steeper. So there will come a tipping point where it's going to really hit the US dollar quite hard. And Ray Dalio says that there's going to come a point in time. Now again, this may be 2 or 3 or 4 or even 5 years away. Who knows when this is going to happen? Where we're going to see a pretty strong drop, 30% or more, in the US dollar. Now, when I say 30% drop, that 30% drop may be over a month or two, or maybe over, maybe it may slowly trickle down through there. With all that being said, that's why long term I'm actually bullish mining stocks and also gold and silver, because I believe that's going to have a massive bully effect in the markets there long term. But on the short term, it's very hard to say. So anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Because you are continuing to watch this video right now, guys, you are the 3%, right? You're the 3% club. So this is what I want you to put in the chat box below to show me that you are part of the 3% club and to confuse the hell out of everyone else who don't finish these videos. Put in yeehaw grandma. Yeehaw grandma, right? Just put that in the thing, but yeehaw grandma. And I promise you, the 97%ers who don't even get to this point right now in this video, and they read the comment section, they're going to go, yeehaw grandma. They're like, what the hell does that mean? Yeehaw grandma. So anyway, guys, yeehaw grandma in the chat box below, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey traders, I'm giving away 100% free access to my brand new breakthrough full trading course. This is 8 videos over 10 hours of pure amazing and powerful strategies. This is my most powerful systems and strategies that I've used for the last 16 years, and I'm giving it away for free. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be a link around here somewhere, a button or in the description or somewhere in there. Click on that and you can go get free access to my brand new breakthrough trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now. Go to that right now, guys. You can get full, complete, free membership access. Go do that right now.